Hi, my loves. Okay, in today's little class, I'm going to break down hands and knees, all fours position. So on your mat, you can make your way down. Your hands can land as wide as your mat. So here's some things. For me, I love the hands ahead of the shoulders. Why? Because it takes the weight off of the wrist. So if you are straight stacked with your shoulders on top of your wrists, you'll notice that the crease of the wrist is a lot more impacted. It's a lot more creased. And also you have this like direct weight of the shoulder onto the wrist. Another kind of issue or ailment of this is that it kind of inhibits the opportunity for our belly to be long. So I like the hands ahead of the shoulders. This takes the weight off of the wrists. It relieves the deep creasing in the wrist, and it gives me an opportunity for my belly to be long. Hands as wide as the mat. You can grip into your fingers. And with your hand here, each finger is about as wide as your finger apart. Okay, elbows externally rotate forward so that the elbow eyes face inwards towards each other. Push into the mat. You can even curl into your chest and round through the upper back. You're welcome to slide your ribs from side to side to just bring awareness into the back of your heart. Okay, come back to a neutral space. Lift your chin. Slide your hips back. Knees press wide and feel your glutes light up. Okay, so the knees energetically resisting down and out to the side is going to create a connection into your glute medius. The top of the feet press down and drag back. You'll notice that creates this feeling like your hips pull back as the top of the foot pushes and drags in that direction. But we don't want to have like a super huge lift onto the top of the toes. We want to keep more of the top of the paw on the mat. Okay, so hands as wide as the mat, elbows externally rotate forward, push into the mat, feel your shoulder blades broaden, lift the chin and reach your crown, slide the hips back, let the belly stay soft, knees press wide. As we slide the hips back, we can utilize the top of the paw pressing down to drag the hips back. Okay, now here I have a curvy spine. My glutes are mounting upwards, my lower lumbar is moving inwards, and my radiant heart, my rib cage, is wide on all sides. This is a little bit different than if we pull the shoulders on the back, lift and tuck the tummy into the belly, and find that sort of flat spine. Now, you can try this on and just see how it feels for you. And then I offer that you kind of like play in between those two, because for me this feels a little bit heavy and compromising in the shoulders. And I'm not really a fan of tucking my tailbone to create that sort of flat spine. It's just not how I feel is natural. And so I want my butt to be wide, pelvic floor widening and the glutes mounding upwards. The action of the knees pressing down and out to the side is going to connect you into your glute medius. The top of the foot pressing down and dragging back is going to guide the glutes back and wide. Keeping the belly soft and long instead of contract and inward, we're going to allow it to open. And then really pushing into the mat to bring the awareness to the rib cage. It's kind of like quite a difficult practice at the beginning to learn to isolate your ribs from your butt. To learn to articulate or differentiate where the ribs are moving and where the hips are moving. So allow yourself some grace as you learn to articulate and learn to connect the mind to the body. But sliding the hips back, knees press wide, let the belly stay long and open. And then push into the mat, curl the chin into the chest to fill through the back. You can slide your ribs from side to side. This is a tool to help you articulate, to bring that awareness and connection to the back. And then coming back to a neutral space, knees press wide, hips slide back, lift the chin. We can spring forward and back. And if we're springing forward and back, we're working to root the hips back, ribs pull forward, chin stays lifted, crown reaches forward, and we're searching to lengthen the belly. Okay. So yeah, it's a little bit different. You can play with like this kind of thing and just see what it feels like. And then push to fill the back heart. Lift the chin. Slide the hips back and knees wide. Allow the belly to lengthen. Okay. So that's all fours. That's all fours, hands and knees. Got a sneeze coming. I love you.